Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Eternal Evolution character deep dive. We're going to stay on that tank theme that we started yesterday with Hercules. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Oisa. This is the character that the game is going to feed you right at the beginning, and probably the tank that most free-to-play or beginning people are going to use. She's okay to use at the beginning. You're going to use her. She's going to do what she needs to do for you in the game modes as you progress when you start. But you're quickly going to outpace her usefulness. Like I discussed in the Hercules video, the tanks that you're probably going to use if you don't have any SS tanks are Boar and Oak. Keep in mind that the Vanguards, in my opinion, are superior tanks to use. But if you're hell-bent on running a tank and you have Oisa, well, we're going to dive in deep and we're going to discuss everything there is to know about Oisa, how to gear her, her talents, her skills, her synergies, etc., etc., etc. So, strap in, dive in, or strap in as we dive into everything Oisa.
All right. The first tank you're going to get in the game, Oisa. Is she good? Well, like I said in the introductory, no, she's not good. But you are going to get copies of her in the game. So I'm just guessing that, like myself, a lot of you are also going to have Oisa. And you might be wondering, how do I build her? So let's dive in. As always, we're going to look at the skills first. So her ultimate, Oisa summons a bolt of divine light from the sky to strike the enemies, inflicting 330% defensive damage, and she has a 70% chance to stun the enemies within the specified range, whatever. We'll get to that for 1 second. The chance is based on accuracy. So this is a tank that does want a little bit of accuracy. And then the level breaks, the amount of damage just goes up. So the talent modifier reads, increase the radius of this ultimate by 1 meter. So don't know where it started out as, but it's going to be whatever. She's going to do an AoE stun, basically. But that stun is going to do damage based on defense, and it's also going to land the stuns based on your accuracy. Next skill. She's going to wave her weapon in an arc, so dealing damage, basically based on percent defense. So it's just an AoE cleave, and she's going to do a little bit of damage. This skill, the talent modifier reads, this skill also has a 70% chance to knock down the enemy, and that chance is also based on accuracy. So keep in mind her stun on her ultimate is based on accuracy, and her knockback on her first or her second skill is also based on accuracy. Shield of Light. She's going to lift her shield for an increased defense and crowd control immunity. It increases defense to 70%. So, third skill, she's just going to buff up her defense. Talent modifier reads, increase the defense of same row allies by 20% for 5 seconds. So she's going to increase her allies by 70, 80, or 90% based on your level breaks. So, okay, cool. She's going to increase her defense a little bit. And then her passive, Holy Light, giving me some really big Paladin vibes. When affecting an enemy with CC, she's going to recharge her shield, which, keep in mind, her shield's going to give her increased defense, right? That's 70, 80, 90. So if she hits someone that CC'd, she's going to recharge that shield, and she's going to gain damage reduction for 3 seconds. And that's going to, you can increase that with the talent modifier. The damage reduction effect lasts for 2 seconds longer. So it's a 5-second damage reduction buff. Or not buff, just 5 seconds of damage reduction. And that damage reduction is increased with the level breaks. So she's got a very, very simple kit, right? She's basically a big old meat shield. She's got CC in her kit, both knockback and stun based on accuracy. And she does damage based on defense. Okay, now let's look at the talent modifiers right away. We discussed the 4 already that are attributed to her skills. She's only got one single other trait modifier, whereas it's weird because a lot of characters have a minimum of 2. Every time there is an enemy around her, the energy recovery rate is increased by 20%. So just like Hercules, She's going to increase her regen. Oh, I'm losing my voice. She's going to increase her energy regeneration by 20% if you get that skill. Don't get anything else. What you see here is what I recommend getting in totality. Let's look at her exclusive real quick. Her exclusive, why did I take this up to +6? Why? Why? Don't be me. Don't be me. Just activate it. Don't put any points into it. Activation reads, enhanced energy skill. The stun duration of Light of Heaven, which is her ultimate, is increased to 3 seconds from 1 second. A 3-second stun is actually quite effective in this game. Equipment. All of her synergy revolves around accuracy, defense, and then she's a tank. So I would build her. I built her, as you can see right now. I have 2 vigorous sets or health sets, and then I have 1 defense set. And if you look at the pieces, there's accuracy +1, so 12 points of accuracy with damage reduction and defense. Really good tank piece, specifically for her since it's got accuracy. I got accuracy and damage reduction on the chest. I got HP and accuracy on the legs. And then hands is HP. Keep in mind, you also want to look for, when you're looking for secondaries, guys, look for accuracy and HP, defense, damage reduction, those types of things. And then these 2 pieces, you see I'm running defense, but I wouldn't really recommend defense. You can do a defense set if you wanted to make her do a little bit more damage, but I would recommend damage reduction boots and HP primary headpiece, right? This is one case where I could do better, but I have much higher priorities, as will you, the further along you progress in this game. So you can have the defense sets, like the steady sets, but I would go for an HP primary on the head and a damage reduction primary on the boots. So that's her. I got 36 accuracy. So let's talk about where you're going to use her. And you're going to use her pretty much in the exact same places that you would use like a Hercules. So in the elite missions or in the elite campaign, as you see, a lot of these team requirements are going to require 2 tanks. So you are going to need 2 tanks. And at the beginning of the game, guys, if you want to run Artis as a damage dealer, you can run Oisa as a tank in the very early game, but you're going to realize that that's quickly not going to get you very far. And then the other place where she can be used is, say, Summit Arena, Galactic Arena, because you need multiple teams and you may not have multiple tanks. So if we look at my Galactic Arena, we're not going to go into my defense. Let's try to find somebody that we can kind of pick on just to show what she does. We'll try this guy. Okay, so he's got an Oisa in the front row with a Serena. Keep in mind that Oisa is going to buff the person in the front row with her. Let's look at the other teams. 1.41. This is a hodgepodge team. But let's switch up. What is it? Team 1? Let's switch up team 1 and 3. Actually, no. I don't want to do that. Because I actually want just to watch the first fight. All right, so let's just do this one. So this one, it's got Emma, who's going to light me up. It's got a Randall, who's going to go in the back and do bad things. But let's swap out Hercules for Oisa. I would recommend not running this prototype. You can run Company Heroes, right? Is good. The next normal attack cast by the tank shall restore 1.3% of their max HP and inflict damage equal to 2.6% of their max HP every 4 seconds. So I think this one would be good. We're going to run this one, though, Helios. So the tank will gain an additional 13% defense for each surrounding enemy up to 39%. So since Oisa gets much more out of defense than, say, like a Hercules, we'll run this one. So, but I would recommend a different No, where's my tank ones? These are my tank ones. This I would recommend Company Heroes, and then Helios as a runner-up if you don't have Company Heroes. So let's go get killed. But at least this way we're kind of showing off what she's doing. So, you know, she is holding up somewhat. We are going to kill their Randall. So there's her ultimate. Let's see how many stuns we got. Oh, we got a lot of stuns, actually. So, not too shabby, but can this team actually hold up against an Emma team? Look at Boar getting all big and juicy. And Scooter and Hattie are down. No. But we were also highly outgunned here. And we're just going to end it there. Oh, but looks like I still won because my other two teams kick ass. So that's about it. That's all you need to know about Oisa. If you guys have any questions, put them down in the comment section. If you've made it to the end of this video, the safe word of the day is going to be ostrich. So put ostrich in the comments and I'll know you made it to the end. And I'll thank you profusely. So until next time, guys, cheers, peace. Catch you in the next one. Later. Cheers. Bye-bye.